Welcome back. Okay, we are here to do your December read. For those of you who are new, a very warm welcome. I'm a psychic medium as well as a twin flame. If you wish to look at the transits and the moon phases or twin flame reads, please subscribe. I do come to you live and I will update you, especially with the moon phases, you know, what house it's affecting for you personally with your zodiac. And if you are wanting a booking during the silly season, the link is below, and yes, I do emergency reads as well. Now, let's get tucked into your read, Libra. You have very interesting energy, so I already know I'm going to have to pull clarifiers. I'm intuitively guided to know what they're about, but I prefer to have confirmation from source, so I'm using my intuition. Okay, your crowning energy is integrity in reverse, and I do feel this is your opinion. This can be an overall energy of what has been going on, and, you know, during December, in general, it is a crazy time. However, as you know, for those of you that have subscribed to me or you watch my videos, I talk about the aspects of the astrology. It's more silly than usual. We're moving into an eclipse phase both this month and next month. It is very much linking in with the previous eclipses, the nodes in Cancer and Capricorn, and Jupiter is transiting into a different zodiac next year. So the themes will be unique. Let's find out what this integrity energy is. It feels like a hangman situation. I mean, the card's in reverse. It's like you don't quite know how the situation's going to be. You know that these scenarios... okay, you got integrity in reverse. This could be you, could be energies around you. It can also be linked to a romantic connection or work, right? Clarification card, gut instincts in reverse, which can be something you don't see coming. You're protected though. Now, this is linking into the solar plexus. This can be Mars energy. It's also walking away from people that aren't with that vibration, not wanting to fight with people, not wanting any dramas, having too much of that frequency going on, and really a purge of that cycle. So I do feel, you know, be it single or coupled, which I'm going to get into the romance house, and this is a general part of the read, and I will hyperlink it. So I'll give you all the messages that are coming. Now, I'm feeling as though, you know, a situation will be going on for a while. This also might be connected to a Leo. I mean, the card is in reverse, but I feel it's connected to them, but it's not the energy's fault, and it could have potentially been from August with the Lionsgate portal. At the same time, what I am feeling is this Mars frequency coming through, not wanting to fight with this situation. This is external influences, and really putting that situation on the back burner, but being aware it's still there. You've got ancient forest. Now, I'm getting a few messages. One, I'll show you the card because I'm channeling them, so I'll go away with the fairies. One of the energies, especially with the green coming through on the card, is there is a connection that you are very spiritually connected to. You feel very, especially the heart chakra, it's been a situation that's been going on for a while, and can be a vibration, can be a chain of very unfortunate events. It's been going on for a long time. Now, it's also your ancestors are protecting you, but very separately, it can be doing things the old way. And I'm going to pull clarify for that. What is this energy? Oh, that was quick. Bounced out. Yeah, you've been very loyal to this cause. You've been very loyal and understanding and, you know, friendly and compassionate, but it just seems to be it's been going on for a very long time. Yeah, this is with connections, okay? This is connected to your sacral chakra. So this might have been a family-related dynamic. It's also, you know, really wanting to manifest a scenario, having heart chakra connected to it and having invested. And with the triangle coming through on the card, really wanting, you know, to be the Queen of Cups. I do feel deeply protective energy. I also feel an energy that is very spiritual. Now, your next card you got is Dream Traveler. You could be having dreams about this person, but again, with the green coming through, it's really being very patient for these things to kind of come up in your life. And similar cards in certain intervals have come through similar to Gemini. Now, with the Dream Traveler, I'm feeling like you know that this is at stake, okay? You also know this connection and this path and this road you're moving towards, the things and the dreams you're trying to achieve. It's been quite challenging this year. Something's up in the air at the moment, and this did come through in a previous reading. I do feel it's collective energy. You know, with the moon phases, we need to be very mindful of these moon phases moving into January. They aren't, how do I put it? They can be challenging, they can be tricky. And I'm also seeing timestamps. It's almost like key point times, 3 days to a week either side, where particular scenarios are playing out for you. So around those times, I feel you really need to look into what you need to let go of and what potentially is coming in. And the more with the ebbs and flows of the moon phases you can go, especially within the house that's falling, and you know what zodiac sign. And that's why I do the moon read energies, to show you potentially what might be coming up in the areas it covers, so that you can do the spiritual inner work to be in alignment. You need to trust. Something is up in the air, but your guardian is actually looking over you. And this has been coming through hugely. It may be because of the 12th house activation with Jupiter. I'm feeling as though there may also be a scenario playing out in a family-related dynamic, because this is grandfather sky, but I do feel it's almost, you know, trusting in the matriarch, trusting in Gaia, source, God, of everything is happening for a reason, but there is a particular area that's up in the air, so it does feel like you feel paused. You're like, I can feel it coming. Yeah, it's been so bizarre, like each one. And I'm, being a medium, I can actually channel your loved ones passed over, and it's so bizarre because this month, for some reason, the veil must be very thin. Through almost every read, a message from a loved one that's passed over has come through, which I don't really notice it that much, but on this occasion, this month, for some reason, it's almost like your guides are around you to protect you for the transits. It must be a very heavy time we're moving into, or very transformative time, I should articulate that correctly. Now, part of your dreams is also coming home to you. It's also I'm hearing 4th time lucky, or 4 things. And again, 4 is the vibration of 2020. So it's the number 4 vibrational year, which is very positive for connections and things to come together. And this is, you know, with your dreams, it's confirming that, yes, 2020 is going to be different, that these dreams are going to come through. At the moment, you might not have as much faith because of the fact, you know, these moon phases and the arduous energy you've been dealing with. You're being told, though, that your spiritual guides are protecting you. And if you had wanted a union, a connection, even if you're not getting the signs and synchronicities, they want you to know that you're protected. Also, if you're in a connection, you know, you might have not heard something. There's something that you potentially feel has been kept from you. Now, it might be that your partner is quiet, or it might be that both of you are waiting to hear something, but it's silent. I'm hearing silent. I'm going to pull one more card. What is this in relation to? There is also an old-fashioned energy coming through. Yeah, because right when I was looking at Grandfather Sky and the wife card, this is really what's coming towards you. So if you're wondering, you know, this is going to be done in a very traditional format. Some of you might actually have a proposal coming. It's a very, very spiritual situation going on here. You're just divinely guided. Others of you, got so many messages coming through, so they're guiding me down different paths. Okay, what is this? I'm getting another story here. Let me pull a card. Who is this person? This feels like, especially with the nodes being in Cancer and Capricorn, this feels like if you're tuning into an external energy, past tense person example, it could be a mother figure. Could even be a karmic. Yeah, there's no healing in this situation. This is where the lack of communication is coming through. So, you know, for some, this could be you and an ex. It could be your ex with an ex. You get my drift. It feels like a karmic energy. This is one story coming through. The two ideals don't match, although in the past, if you were dealing with a person, their energy has really transformed, and I do feel that their energy has transformed towards you. Even if you're not seeing it just yet, this is what they're saying. Yeah, they've raised their vibration. They're no longer doing things that don't kind of resonate with them any longer, and I feel this transit, a lot of messages from a love interest is coming through on your road. So unique. Okay, let's get further down. The romance house is at the bottom, so it's bizarre that you're creating energy. I feel a lot of distorted energy that you've been dealing with, and I do feel it's been quite frustrating. I'm also seeing you needing a break, okay, because it was weird. When I tuned into your energy, I'd made myself a cuppa, and it was like, oh, Libra, interesting. Really wanting to have a break from all of this. Your financial sector, you have medicine bag. Now, I do feel your financial situation and the things, the people, places and things you're investing in, you're preparing for 2020. You're also prepared to put in what others are putting in as well. It's like I'm hearing, I'll match it. I'll match what you put in, and there is healing. And I do feel this December energy moving into 2020 is a very healing time for resonating connections. So if you're vibrating at the correct frequency, it shall remain and it will become rock solid. And it's interesting that the medicine bag, and I've only just noticed this, it's sitting on a rock, and look how large it is. It's solid rock. It's like rock solid, very grounded, worked on the foundation. This can be you working on yours, them working on theirs, and, you know, doing the healing so that this connection is very strong. And I do feel things are going to flow. At a financial level, you're doing the groundwork to create this abundance through in 2020. And you're also looking at your budget and changing some situations up. You're putting some away for a rainy day. I also feel traveller. It's interesting because part of the dream traveller energy with the clarification was home. And another message that I was getting is there is potentially a house move. I do feel this may be more into 2020. Some of you, yes, it will be happening now, but I'm more feeling more into 2020. And it's when it occurs, it's in a more balanced fashion. Okay, with your finances, you got 2 cards. I'm just tuning into the energies. You're taking a very realistic approach to your employment. This can be whether you're looking for work or you're working on a business or you're in a direct job. Now, you've got Spirit Keeper of the South. During Christmas, this is what I'm hearing. It's very much sacral chakra energy. It's got the orange coming through with slight inklings of solar plexus. So your creativity, I do feel any downtime you have, if you're doing the work and you've prepared and you've got time off during the silly season, I feel it's going to give you more of a push forward. If you have placed situations in to balance out 2020, potentially this is if you run your own business or you're networking to actually seek employment, I feel it's really going to benefit you. But if you haven't, you're really guided to do that ASAP, regardless of the fact that we're moving into Christmas and New Year's. Those emails and applications will be waiting there for the new year when things are really shifting. And with that shift with eclipses, if you have been seeking a job, what you will find is other people might be losing their jobs, leaving their jobs, and aligning themselves correctly, and those openings will be there. So it's really a perfect time to actually send those out. But I do feel you're getting very grounded, okay? So you've got Spirit Keeper of the South, and this is like having some time out during Christmas and nature's. Now, there's light at the end of the tunnel, especially in your employment, but you're looking at the long-term goal. You're being very realistic when it comes to this. And you think it's like you couldn't see for the hay for the clouds, but now look at the light streaming through. You're looking at the magic of the situation and what could actually occur. But it's also having this idea in mind of how to change it. You're putting your heart, love and soul into it. But this meditation is what will come through in December. So if potentially you haven't shifted on the energy, I still think it's going to roll over into January. But I do feel this is your vibration having changed in the way in which you're going to apply yourself to the given employment domain, and what you put your work into is knowing that you need to be grounded and have time in Mother Nature and have time to actually nurture and help it grow. And I do feel you've got the tools now to actually help with that situation. Nobody can take from you what is actually yours. There might have been an inability to do things, and it could have been due to the fact that you were having ascension symptoms, you were unwell, the astrology was affecting you, or you were focusing on love. Now I feel the way is clear. Yeah, there were too many dramas, even enemies, okay? There were situations going on around you that was just driving you batshit crazy. And I'm hearing, I can see clearly now the rain is gone. Bizarre the things that pop into my head. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, it's resurrecting something from the dead. So it's literally now putting the work in it, fixing it, getting back to basics, the lessons you've learned, applying it to this situation so that you can actually bring this back. And you're bringing yourself back as well. It's like you're coming back. Now, family. Don't know why this has been coming up this year. Talking stick in reverse. Some of you will be picking who that tribe is. Some of you might feel super quiet and just want to retreat. This can be more New Year's. Others of you, it will be, actions speaking louder than words. Actions speaking louder than words. Throat chakra in reverse. You're willing to deal with the situation, but it feels there might be some stubborn energies. Now, if they don't budge, you feel things have gone on deaf ears and you've assessed the characters of the people, places and things, and you're like, look, this is getting old. And you're taking the mature approach, okay? You want them to as well. Okay, what's their energy? What's their standpoint? They could be having stresses over finances. They also don't feel so fortunate at the moment, and there could be stresses on them in general. And energetically, they may just not want to. They might not be in a good place right now for that. Yeah, they've got other things going on. Some of them might have lost a job. Others of them don't want to put the work in. They're not sad. It's a mindset. It's a mindset conditioning, you know, because they've got fortune in the reverse. So that can be physical finances that are a blockage. They're not sick. They're not like hurting. And this can physically be they just don't want to work. They don't want to do the work to fix the scenario. But I do feel there's conflicting views of a situation. So some people will be there, some people won't. There can be some miscommunication around this time, and this is very much, it's interesting because throat chakra is very much linked to Jupiter and Mars. Not Mars, Jupiter and Mercury. So your communication, you know, Mercury's direct, Jupiter's direct. Jupiter just moved through Sagittarius last month into the moon phase, was in Sagittarius. So with this expansion, it's interesting that in the family sector you've got talking stick, which is Mercury, and throat chakra, which is Mercury and Jupiter is the planet of expansion, not wanting to take this to the next level, not wanting to expand this situation. This can be you within a family environment, and, you know, maybe people have been shuffled around. It could be your direct kin, your siblings, your mother, your father, and things aren't, you know, understand that people that are removed, rejection is the universe's protection, papes. And sometimes it's for a very short time, other times it's for a long time, but everything really does happen for a reason. So try and just keep as grounded as possible. What's your advice for you? It's interesting because this card, this is about the sacral chakra, okay? So again, in a family related dynamic, it's interesting. Number 4 is to do with 2020. Whenever I'm saying that, that's the message for you guys, okay? Because we're moving into 2020. Openness, sharing, beauty, and honor. Now, the sacral chakra is to do with your creativity, which is family, your work, passion, intimacy, desires, fear, and guilt. Now, it's upright, so you could be quite confused about this, but it takes 2 and several to tango. So, you can lead a horse to water. You can't make it drink. If it doesn't want to drink, it doesn't drink. Peace, love, and light in that situation. That's all you can do. But it is allowing you to just be very realistic, very accepting, forgiving, understanding, and focus your energy into your creativity. You know, your passions and your goals, because this could be a very temporary thing. Let me say, I shall ask, is this situation quite long? I won't say permanent. There's never a permanency in life apart from the sun and the moon. Yeah, well, at the moment there's no communication. It's like no movement. It's like no movement, no growth, no movement. So potentially yes. Okay, into the love domain. There is there's a lot of passion here. This can be with fire sign, but again, I'm feeling more passion. This can be heated energy. This can be Mars energy. But again, I'm still feeling more happy, balanced energy, very intimate energy. This can also be lucid dreams. You know, even if you're not with them. Moving away from one and into another. Too many. With one energy, it feels like, I'm going to have to clarify that. Very bizarre. They're not coming out. Two. Okay, there seems, I was wondering that, there seems two energies here. There's the past and there's the present, and obviously there's the future, but there's two separate energies. One old storyline is ending. That can be on your side of the fence, their side of the fence. And there's no, again, there's no communication. This could have been a family-related dynamic, an ending of a connection. You know, that journey came to an end. So it's an immature energy, especially with Grandmother Earth in reverse, because two cards fell out. So it's synchronistic, really. There's two energies for love. It's the old and it's the new. Now, the old needed to go. So a chapter is ending, so new energy can come in. And it's a storyline, you know. This can even be with your direct partner, you know, one way of being, and then it's transferring to the next level, to the next way of being. There is more passion coming through, and this is what's coming towards you. So it's a more positive, you know, it's somebody who's working with you, somebody who's wanting to work with you, somebody who's worked very hard, but they're not fighting, okay? They're not fighting, they've done the work. There's a very humbled energy. They're also not wanting to fight with anyone else. And they're not wanting to put any energy into things that aren't abundant. Like they can't be bothered with that. Yeah, they won't do any work in that area. So I feel they've chosen you, Libra. Okay, what you're not seeing is there's a maturity coming. There's a maturity. And again, this came through in the Gemini read. It's interesting that there's a reindeer there. So this can be around Christmas and New Year's, moving from Christmas onwards. I did say be very mindful of the transits of the moon in the next 2 months. They're quite unique. What is this energy? A lot of reflection. There is for some of you a person that passed over, and this was a male figure, and they're not here anymore. They're guiding you, they're around you, and they want you to know they're with you during this time. It is a male figure though. Okay, who is this live energy who's going through this, who is not seen? A person from the past, love interest. Okay. This can even be a new person who is a soul contract person. Spiritual connection, soulmate, twin flame. Yeah, it's going to bring you great happiness. Again, I am feeling, even with the joy, the joyfulness card, this is a celebration season we're moving into. The unseen being elders is, you know, your loved ones, your guides, and the people that adore you, that have passed over, they're there. And definitely a male energy that has passed over, okay? A male energy that's no longer here in this realm. Okay. You're coming into this connection, be it you're together or not, because I read spiritual connections. You're coming in again quite grounded, okay? A lot of things are going to be dropped from your plate that aren't your problem, okay? You're leaving things behind. I do feel you've done a lot of work and you're just lightening your load, and you're looking at things differently. You don't even know how the bloody hell you got here. You're like, I don't even know if I'm on the right track. I don't know if I'm on the right path. You don't know what you're supposed to do, what your calling is. You're just like, I feel this is more you going with the flow. And so it's quite in the moment energy. Not to do with the past. Not to do with what the higher calling is. The other person is like still amped up from all the transit. I'm telling you, because they've got flowing river. They don't they want things to go fast and you're like, oh, I don't even know where we're going. That's really what's coming through. They don't know where they're going, but there's this anxious energy around them. I'll pull a clarifier. They're coming in like a bat out of hell, and part of them is, oh, okay, interesting. I'll see what comes through. Okay, before I even read those cards, I'm gonna pull the card, and I won't look, so you know I won't have my ego connected to it. I'm feeling as though this person, especially with they've got flowing river in reverse, and their crowning energy is vision and quest. The message I'm getting is that they feel they were on a wrong path. Okay, so they've left one, and this was the death card coming through in romance. Okay, so I get it now. They left one chapter and they're moving into a new one. They don't want that old story. So they don't even care whether you're going to Jakarta. They don't care if you're going to Africa or Amsterdam or a tent. They're like, where are we going? Oh, wow. They're leaving a situation behind that did not have any consistency whatsoever. They're like, you know what, that storyline in their life is dead and gone. This person may have really pushed them quite a bit, okay? They might have navigated and told them what to do. So for them, it's very unique. They're actually asking you what you want to do. What do you want to do, Libra? And you're looking at them going, huh, what do you want to do? Vision and quest in reverse. Like, oh, I don't know where I'm going, but I'm walking away from inconsistent energies. But they feel very in a hurry. It's a hurry for something. It might be, I'll find out in a minute. Yeah, they're walking away from what's not happy. They're tired of being in that vibration. Very immature energy. Okay, what do they want from you? They don't want you to wait. They don't want you to be sad. They know that you might have been down. And they know that you might have been frustrated about some things that didn't turn out the way you had planned, because they got transformation in reverse. I feel they think you know them very well, because they got surprise in reverse. This is the way they're looking at the situation. That they know that at times you've been down, and they might have caused that. They also know that some of this transformative energy might have taken an awful long time, but I do feel, be it you're with them or you're not, this person has tried very hard. And they also feel they can't surprise you. Oh, Libra. Okay, so let's get back to it. Yes, the camera died. So I've noticed my camera only goes to 33 minutes and then it just decides to turn it off. So anyway, let's get tucked into the rest of the read. What I'm feeling is this person's really feeling as though they can't surprise you, and I feel you guys know each other very well. So whatever the situation is, they're coming in, and I'm hearing like a bat out of hell. They're coming into this situation, and it's almost like after a chain of very unfortunate events, it's like the balancing out of this connection. There's a lot of passion you guys have for each other. You also don't know, you might have reached a state where you've had too much on your plate, Libra. You know, you're not even thinking anything to do with anything. You're just wanting to have a bit of downtime because you've got nature spirit. You see it for what it is, and you're seeing light at the end of the tunnel, and they may feel your energy is very disconnected. And it's not intentional. It's through potentially sheer exhaustion. But there's this very concerned energy coming through with your partnered energy. You're just not wanting to hold any problems, and you're not wanting to fight. And you might be feeling quite, while this ending on this other side is going on, quite out in the cold, but not really triggered by it. Like, you do what you're going to do. So this is making them feel very anxious, and it's actually wanting them to be with you more, especially with this sexuality card coming through. It's like they feel very deeply connected to you. Okay, what deck should I use? Just for you, Libra. Yeah, they know that you want this change. They feel it. They're feeling quite anxious in this energy. This is ascension. This is like this is big. Okay, this comes to a 9. Now, you have been waiting for a very long time for this scenario to balance out. Okay, and with that balanced out effect, it's almost like a pentacle. It's like you've reached the 9. You've been waiting for the 10. You know, and this could be taking it to the next level. It could be sorting things. It could be communication, however this directly relates. They're feeling your energy like they need to come in like the bat out of hell. I have this really strange feeling. What is this feeling I'm picking up on? I feel it's connected to this death card. Okay. Be very mindful of external influences at the moment. I feel they have the green eye on you. Scarred heart in reverse. This could be a karmic energy. Bit of a green-eyed monster going on to do with this connection. This person, and this can be on your side of the fence, Libra, this can be on their side of the fence. This could even be a family member. Whoever this energy is, I feel just with all these white buffalo energies you're dropping down, and this situation, whatever it is, you know, being quite distorted and coming to an end, it feels as though this person's coming in very quickly because they're realising, you know, you're at your threshold. But this person has a very low vibration. Now, I'm going to leave it at that. If you are wanting a private read, just be very mindful of that person. Be awake to that. Really get yourself grounded before the end of the year. Try and have a detox. I know that's a huge ask come the silly season, because we all wouldn't mind having a beverage or two. But definitely get into your chakra clearing just before New Year's. And again, I know, I'm telling you, I'll be doing it myself, and that's a huge thing around that time because I'm not really a big drinker, not really. But yes, it is fairly important with the astrology that you get as grounded as possible. If you're wanting a booking and you're getting triggered, the link is below.